afternoon. The time is 3:00 p.m. I'm going to call to order the meeting of the Rules Administration Procedure Committee for the City of Aurora. Today's date is September 16th, 2025. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Chairperson Edward J. Bug.
Here.
Vice Chair Daniel Barrero.
Here.
Alderman Javier Benuelos.
Here.
Alderwoman Shweta Bade.
Here.
Alderman at Large Will White.
Here.
5 present.
Thank you. First order of business is the approval of the minutes 25-0705. Approve the minutes of the RAP Committee held on September 2nd, 2025. Do I hear a motion? Motion from Alderwoman Bates, second from Alderman Barrero. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it, 5-0. Clerk, do we have anyone for public comment today?
Yes, we do.
Okay, can you please go ahead and read the necessary rules for public comment?
Pursuant to the Open Meetings Act, all persons shall be permitted an opportunity to address public officials under the rules established and recorded by the council. Under our rules, any person may address the RAP Committee for up to 3 minutes with a maximum of 30 minutes allotted for all public comment. No person other than the timekeeper or the chair, for the purpose of maintaining order, may interrupt a person recognized for public comment during his or her public comments. Members of the RAP Committee shall not engage with nor respond to a speaker during the time set aside for public comments. Staff is directed to follow up with members of the public with respect to any concerns raised during public comments. The first speaker would be Delilah Bacos. Sorry for mispronouncing it.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You can begin now. You'll see the buttons in front of you. Yeah, when it's 30 seconds, the yellow go off and then the red.
Okay.
You can begin now.
So, hi, my name is Delilah Bacos. I am from Ward 9. I know backyard hens are not on your today's agenda, but I wanted to take a moment during public comment to thank the committee for the time and the thought you've already given to the issue. Since the committee's last meeting, I continued gathering information by nearby communities like Batavia, Naperville, and Plainfield, and I also included Woodridge and Des Plaines, which both started with pilot programs. These pilots allowed them to test the idea carefully, and they found that complaints were minimal, cost was low, and enforcement was manageable. I was not planning on including Elgin's pilot program since it began 10 years ago, but I decided it was worth sharing. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to add it to the revised oh my gosh, I can't even say it. The revised packets I sent you guys yesterday. So I made copies for you guys today so you can look through them. Basically, Elgin did a pilot program beginning in 2015 with just 15 households. After 1 year, the pilot became permanent, and the city expanded their permit to 25. Today, because of success and community interest, Elgin now allows 100 houses to participate. So I know the committee decided not to move forward with this at this time, but I respectfully ask that you consider reopening the conversation. Not necessarily for a permit ordinance, but to explore the possibility of a small pilot program here in Aurora. A pilot would let us move forward cautiously, gather real data, and see what works for our city without committing long term. Aurora has an opportunity to do what our neighbors are done successfully. Test the program, evaluate the results, and make decisions based on facts, not fear. Not fears of cost or resources or backyards turning into farms or whether it will be successful. The evidence shows it can be done and done responsibly. So thank you for your time and for your service to our community. Change is never easy, but when embraced with care and foresight, it can lead to wonderful outcomes. Thank you.
Thank you. And we received the hard copy packet, so thank you for that, and thank you for sharing that information. Any other speakers today?
No one else has signed up.
Okay, thank you. Let's get right on into the agenda. First item, 25-0707, a resolution authorizing the appointment of Dr. Brian Caputo to the Aurora Civic Center Authority Board.
Hi, Sylvia with the Mayor's Office, Sylvia Vargas with the Mayor's Office. Brian Caputo will be, we are requesting Brian Caputo be appointed to the Aurora Civic Center Authority Board. He is a current member of the mayor's office, an employee, and this will be his first term on the board.
Okay. Any questions or comments?
Chairman, I have a question. I have no problem with this appointment. I think I know the gentleman. I think he'll do a fine job. My question has to do with the other members that are serving, and just wondering why not reappoint them?
I know they're looking at reappointments and also new appointments, so they're in that process of talking to other people that will be taking some places of others that are on the board already. So I know they're going in through the interview process right now.
Is there a time frame?
We do not have a time frame. I know within, hopefully as soon as we can, but they are in talks right now with other people.
Yeah, can you just please pass that along?
Okay.
It's just, we see other appointments here all the time, or reappointments here
Yeah.
at the CDBG, and just wondering why not this one.
Okay. I will
Thank
let
you.
them know.
Thank you.
Can you refresh our recollection on the number of board members on ACA?
Yeah, there's a total, here, hold on. So there's a total of, I believe, 11 members total. Currently, there's, oh, sorry, wrong one. Sorry, total of 9 members. 9 members total, 1 vacancy. And the other ones have not been reappointed. So there's 3, 6, 7, 8 members right now that are going to
Okay.
either be reappointed or will have new members to be appointed.
But a total of 9?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Any other comments?
Oh,
Alderman Bay?
okay. I do have a question. I have a few questions. First, how many appointments does the city have for the ACA board?
How many appointments?
Yeah, or, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. How many, from my understanding, the city has so many seats that they can add from, I guess, staff or staff to ACA board. Am I correct or no?
I don't believe so. It
Okay.
can be anybody.
Okay, got it. So all 9 can be anybody.
Correct.
Got it. Okay,
Correct.
understood. And
Different
I've
wards.
okay, got it. And I've spoken to the mayor. It sounds like the reputation of Dr. Caputo, his reputation precedes him. However, I wasn't living in Aurora during the time when Dr. Caputo was working here. So for myself, and then also possibly for the residents, could we get a reason that what are the qualifications and why he's the best candidate by chance?
I don't have that right now. I know they are trying to to bring new people, fresh people into this board, and he's one of the ones that they did recommend.
Okay.
The mayor recommended for him to be on the board just to see him going to the meetings and stuff, and to come back and have the information as to what's going on with the board,
Got it.
to have more of a sense.
But Dr. Caputo is here. Could I have him come
Yeah.
up or no?
Oh, certainly.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I think that probably the best evidence I could give of knowledge of the arts, other than having attended several shows at the Paramount over the years, is that when I was president of the College of DuPage, I had the Mackinac Arts Center reporting to me, essentially, and was intimately involved with the workings of the MAC, and the director consulted with me very regularly on the operations and the best way to run the operation. And I would say that also was integrally involved in bringing numerous art exhibits to the MAC outside of just the performing arts. Some of them you may have heard of. The Hokusai, which was just that started during my tenure. There was also Andy Warhol that we brought there, and Frida Kahlo as just art exhibits. But the touring shows, the in-residence type of performances, including all the college performances. There were hundreds that were going on there during the course of a year. So While I wasn't running the MAC, that was the MAC director's job. She did consult with me regularly on thoughts about the best way to deliver the arts to the community.
Okay, I appreciate that. And so I appreciate you explaining that and bringing it up because as we're aware, which ACA and the city were working through budget, and it's been a topic of discussion amongst the community. So when we appoint somebody, I just want the community to know the best person that we've chosen has certain credentials, and being the president of COD definitely, in my mind, would be a qualifier.
Well, thank you, sir.
Anyone else?
Yeah,
Chairman,
I have
If I could.
Alderman Bonuelos, and then we'll come back this
Do you
way.
know how many the board members are up for reappointment?
So there are all 8 of them. are.
All 8 of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Alderman Burrow.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell Mr. Caputo, I had the privilege of working under Brian for about 8 years in the finance department, and so he has a pretty good grasp of finances, and so I think that's something that is needed. I think would be a great thing to add to the ACA board. So I think that's another plus.
Definitely. And let me say, I'm a little bit more formal sometimes. So on the agenda item, and I'll ask himself, on the agenda, would you like to be referred to as Dr. Brian Caputo? That's the way I address you, or just Brian Caputo?
Either way is fine. I
Okay.
don't take offense either way.
Okay. So, being that what little authority I have, we're going to make it Dr. Brian Caputo. And I can also add, and this isn't any new news, ACA and the group there, they understand that there are some financial times that we're looking at there, including fundraising and other types of events that are going to need to happen. When Dr. Caputo was at COD, one of the last, probably the last event, because I think COVID happened like a few days later. I mean, literally, it was like right at COVID. They had a very, very, very large fundraiser. They brought in Rick Bayless, who was one of the top chefs in the world. Sold out. That evening was tremendous. Raised a lot of money for their arts, and they had Frida Kahlo come in, that exhibit coming later. So that type of experience with those types of events, like you said, he was not over the MAC, but working with those people, we need people who have that type of experience. So, and a little plug for myself, when I go to IML this weekend, I'm going to Rick Bayless's restaurant on Thursday. So, so I think this is.
I'm sorry, I have one more question. So with the appointments, does the current executive director of ACA, are the appointments discussed with the executive director or that team beforehand, or are the appointments unilaterally made?
I believe it's the mayor does talk to ACA before putting them on the board.
Okay.
I think they do let them know who they're talking to and who they're interested in, and then the mayor puts it through.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve?
I have a
One more question. Alderwoman Bate?
Usually, we see the resumes attached to the Register. This time, there are no resumes for any of the appointments.
When they're reappointments, we do attach. When there are reappointments, we don't. Since he's an employee, we didn't, but we can give you a bio of his if you'd like.
Can you please attach
Yeah,
it? Yeah,
we can attach it
It's-
to
it's
the
a
COW.
good thing.
No problem.
Thank you. Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it 5-0. Next item is 25-0724, resolution authorizing reappointment of Ramona Woods and Craig Gunty to the Aurora Civil Service Commission.
These are both reappointments. Ramona is a Ward 6 resident, and this will be her 7th term. And the mayor was, she wanted to be reappointed, so we went ahead forward with her reappointment, as well as Craig. He is a Ward 9 member, and this will be his 2nd term on the board. So after them two being appointed, we have one vacancy on the Civil Service Commission.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. A motion was by Alderman Bade, second was by Alderman Barrero. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
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 All opposed? Ayes have it 5-0. And 25-0730, resolution authorizing the reappointments of Gerald Lapshina, Eric Rodriguez, Linda Cole, Judy Durham, Meinel Shaw, and the appointment of Shannon Buckley to the Block Grant Working Committee.
So this Black Grant Working Committee is appointments from each individual ward. An alderman gives us the name of the person that they want the member to be or to be reappointed. So we did send out a memo after the inauguration and everybody's appointment. We sent out a memo stating that this is a current member on the board. If you would like to keep that member or have somebody that you would like to appoint. So the memo went out I believe in June, and these were the responses back from the aldermen. They wanted reappointments, and then Shannon Buckley is the at-large person, and that is the mayor's pick for his ward, or for his appointment.
Okay. Any questions or comments on this matter? Alderwoman Bade?
Do you know which ward she is from?
She is, I can let you know right now, I believe she's Ward 6, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'll double check. I can bring it up right now.
Alderman Bug. So
Alderman White?
a few months ago, I've only been here 3-4 months, but maybe a couple months ago, I turned in some individuals to be reappointed. Does that mean I abstain if the individuals are on here, or is it okay to vote?
Oh, no, if you recommend them?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you,
point- yeah,
no,
recommended,
if you
yeah.
recommend
Family
them,
members,
pardon?
unless they're family members.
Yeah, I mean, if they're
Okay,
a
got it.
family member, if they're your, like, former employer,
Got it,
you have
okay.
some type of stake in them being on there. No, I on the former agenda item, I recommended Craig Gunty because he's a great volunteer in the community, and I felt like he would do a good job, so.
Okay,
Yeah, it
got it.
doesn't,
Okay.
Shannon is a Ward 4 member, a resident
you.
of Ward 4.
Okay, thank you. Motion to approve.
Any other questions? Okay, and for the record, the Ward 9 appointment is not in here. So what happened with us, and another shout out to Dr. Caputo out there. Dr. Caputo was in charge of our census committee. He was a chairperson for that. When we redrew the boundaries, my appointment to this committee, she got moved to another ward. So she didn't move, just the boundary moved. So she's now in Ward 3, and thus there's no Ward 9 person. So I will find someone for this committee, but that's the reason. She did a great job, Brooke Shanley. She's also on the Kendall County Board. But yeah, she got reapportioned out of this committee, so.
And we
that's
also
what happened there.
we also do have one more vacancy as Ward 2. I know she's looking for someone in her ward as well. So we have had the 2 vacancies after these are approved.
Okay. So we have a motion from Alderman Bade, second from Alderman Burr. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it 5-0. Is there anything else to come for the RAP committee today?
Thank you.
We've got a motion to adjourn from Alderwoman Bade, second from Alderman Burrow. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned at 3:20 p.m. Thank you.